For all my budget travellers out there, well, this next video is for you. Let me guide you on the best free things to do in Brisbane, whether you're a student, a cost-conscious tourist, or simply trying to even out your trip with money-saving activities. I've been a local here for the past 20 years and explored hundreds of activities around the city, and what I've learned is there are plenty to pique your interest without breaking the bank. Straight up, I don't think Brisbane is one of the cheapest places to visit, but also not the most expensive, especially when you're comparing costs to places like Sydney or Melbourne. But if travelling has taught me anything, there are always plenty of ways to make it more budget friendly. So let's get started. There might be a few different beaches you can visit around Brisbane, but none that looks this good. Although yes, Streets Beach is man-made, but it's still one of the best activities to do in South Bank. It's located straight across from the CBD and in fact has views of the river and the city high-rise buildings. Feel free to relax all day in the gorgeous white sands or cool off from the summer heat in the pools. Not only that, but the kids will love the aquativity and splash section and will be running around for hours. If you're new to Brisbane, I would recommend staying around the South Brisbane area, only because there's plenty to do in a short distance and lots of transport options. But if you need help rounding down a location, I'll link a blog in the description below to help you out. Next is exploring the South Bank precinct as a whole. It has plenty of free live music and events, markets, shopping, eateries, and excitement to keep you busy for the day or night. Obviously, wandering around is free and you'll see places like the Grand Arbour Walk decorated for special events. You can also stroll through the Rainforest Walk, see the Nepalese Peace Pagoda, which was featured at the World Expo back in 1988, or you can have a picnic on the grassed lawns. This is also a fantastic vantage point for the free Christmas, New Year's and River Fire fireworks display. Learn the stories of Queensland through this ever-changing museum display. School groups visit for educational experiences and kids can enjoy early childhood activities and innovative programs or modern art. This is the house of a million displays, objects, specimens and artefacts that help you learn about the local history. Be a part of the learning experience and Queensland history, or check out their website for travelling displays. Brisbane City is known for its picturesque city views, and an excellent spot for this is Kangaroo Point. Most people will use this location for exercise, getting a group of friends or family together, or maybe just stroll past along the wooden boardwalk by the river's edge. Barbecues are positioned all over the parklands below, or you can stay up top with your own setting. Additionally, this is also a very common spot to watch sunrises and sunsets over the city, and one of my favourite Brisbane lookout spots. Check out the Queen Street Mall in the city for all your shopping delights and watch out for the local buskers and live entertainment. Find all your popular brands, favourite cafes or a central spot to catch up with friends or family. If you're new to Brisbane, there's also a large souvenir store. I find the Queen Street Mall very busy during the week with Monday to Friday workers, but there is a lot more room to move around on the weekends. While there is a cost involved for booking the Story Bridge adventure climb, using the bridge walkway is free and won't take a lot of time out of your day. But you can also join it with some of the other bridges mentioned today and make it a looping track. Essentially, the bridge was built in 1935, stands 74 metres tall and connects Fortitude Valley to Kangaroo Point. While you might not get the highest views like the climb, it allows you to see its structure's mechanics up close. If you're looking to explore this beautiful city without the hassle of figuring out transportation, the free City Hopper and the bus loop are definitely worth checking out. With the ferry, look out for the small red sign with the City Hopper on it, or Kitty Cat, when you're down by the river and you'll be on your way to exploring new places. The bus loop circles the inner city streets, but also handy when it cuts a 15-minute walk down to 5. Apart from that, the 50-cent fares on the public transport is still cost-effective, and you can get a lot further around Brisbane with that. The Karoolpa Bridge was built in 2009 and connects South Brisbane to the west side of the city. This bridge has an interesting architecture and it's wide enough to walk and ride your push bike. Additionally, it's the world's largest hybrid Tensegrity bridge, which is light structure made incredibly strong. It's a short walk at only 470 metres long with 2 large viewing or relaxing platforms and a full-length canopy. Just like any other major city in Australia, have an amazing number of older buildings and architecture to admire. Be amazed at historic buildings like City Hall, the University of St Lucia, the Treasury Casino, King George Square, the Palace Backpackers Building, Windmill Tower, Central Railway Station, the Post Office, or the St Albert Uniting Church. Buildings like this are available all over the city. While you're admiring old buildings, there is something unique and fascinating to see with the City Hall and its clock tower lookout point. This towering structure boasts some seriously impressive stats with clock hands that are 3 metres long and a 4.3-tonne bell that chimes every hour. But what sets it apart from other city attractions is that it also houses Australia's oldest working manual elevator. And the best part, you can experience all this for free with guided tours running every 15 minutes from 10:45 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. daily. But I would recommend to book this in advance so you don't have to wait around for a couple of hours. There are a couple of botanic gardens you can visit for free. 3 of the more popular ones would have to be Mount Cootha, Roma Street Parklands, and the City Botanic Gardens. Either one will have you meandering through several different photographic gardens and provide you with a brilliant picnic or date location. Additionally, if you're lucky enough to visit at event times, then maybe you could catch an evening art display like the Enchanted Gardens with lights. As you wander through the lively streets of Chinatown, you'll discover an array of Chinese restaurants offering delectable cuisine ranging from dim sum to Peking duck. It's located in Fortitude Valley, right beside the city, and easily accessible by public transport or walking from the city if you're keen. This bustling district is adorned with traditional red lanterns and intricate Chinese architecture, creating an authentic atmosphere. The unique Asian grocers cover you for exotic spices, fresh produce, and specialty items that you won't find in regular supermarkets. Chinatown isn't just about food and shopping, it's also a cultural hub where you can witness events with traditional Chinese festivals, dragon dance performances, and other cultural displays that brings the community together in celebration. The New Farm River Walk is essentially a walking path less than a kilometre long. However, this portion of the track is over water with the best views of the Story Bridge. If you want something a little bit more energetic, then the River Walk can be joined up with other walking paths on either side of New Farm Park and all the way into the city. Most of the city areas have walking paths beside the water's edge and easy entertainment for a few hours to admire different parts of the CBD. The Goodwill Walking Bridge connects the CBD near the Botanic Gardens to South Bank near the Maritime Museum. It's 500 metres long, 6.5 metres wide, and was built in 2001 after the Goodwill Games. You can stop for a break and watch as the water traffic goes by, use the water stations or seating along the way. Either way, join the 40,000 people each week who use this as an access point to get from the city to South Bank or vice versa. The Neville Bonner Bridge is one of Brisbane's newest landmark bridges, enhancing pedestrian access across the Brisbane River. This pedestrian-only bridge stretches 320 metres long and 6 metres wide, providing ample space for walkers, runners and cyclists. Named after Neville Bonner, Australia's first Indigenous federal parliamentarian, the bridge offers a modern and aesthetic route between the bustling Queen's Wharf precinct and the scenic South Bank parklands. The bridge is equipped with well-designed rest areas, seating and shaded spots, making it a pleasant passage even on warmer days. One of the newest free additions to Brisbane CBD is the amazing Skydeck viewing platform. Located atop the Queen's Wharf Brisbane Casino, the Skydeck offers a stunning vantage point day or night over the city. Open to the public only in August 2024, the Sky Deck has quickly become a must-visit attraction for both locals and first-time tourists. To get to the Sky Deck, you can enter via the main entrance of the Queen's Wharf and take the dedicated elevator straight to the top. You can enjoy a meal at the high-end restaurant, sip on cocktails at the stylish bar, or simply relax in the lounge areas. For those looking for a bit of a thrill, there's even a glass floor section where you can look straight down at the city beneath your feet. I recommend visiting around sunset for the amazing colours in the sky. While the Gateway Bridge isn't in the CBD, you will need public transport or your own car to get there. It's a significant structure offering a walking path with a bit of elevation, which is suitable for anyone with a moderate fitness level. It provides stunning views over the water, making it a unique experience for those who choose to walk or ride their bikes across it. Unlike driving over the bridge, which costs $5 or more each time, walking or cycling is free. The bridge's elevation and the panoramic views make it a special and rewarding route for any visitor. While Redcliffe is actually part of the Moreton Bay area, it's still only 40 minutes from the city. It's always been pretty popular for beachgoers or people who choose to live by the water. There is a boardwalk stretching from Woody Point to Scarborough Beach. This is easily up to 10 kilometres long and a relaxing way to start the day. But if you want to explore more on the things to do in this area, I'll link another video below. I've spent many weekends riding my bike or walking sections before breakfast. The waterfront is home to many different cafes for those coffee fixers and even markets on the weekends. Brisbane is on the east coast of Australia, so if you're trying to catch the sun over the water, then it's going to be better at sunrise. Closest to the city, I would head to Mount Cootha. Otherwise, on the northern side of Greater Brisbane, you can go to Redcliffe, Sandgate, Brighton Beach, and one of my favourites of Bribie Island. Then on the southern side, you will have Wynnum, Manly, and Wellington Point. Obviously, these aren't your only options, but they'll give you a good start for grabbing that coffee and watching the sunrise on the horizon. If you're into exploring outdoor locations, then there are plenty of different spots you can find to hike around Brisbane. Choose between the 20 different bushland trails at Mount Cootha, which would be a nice addition to start your day. Not only that, the river walkways and public garden walking paths around the CBD could take hours to complete, or you can use a shorter trail like the Arbour Walk in South Brisbane. If you have some flexibility to venture further out of the city, then there are some brilliant waterfalls and hiking trails you can check out around the Sunshine Coast and Gold Coast. This encompasses the Gondwana Heritage Listed Rainforest and Hinterland locations, with my favourites being Mount Nung Nung or Natural Bridge. Did you ever think you could walk to an island? Well, King Island is located in the Redland Bay Shire near Wellington Point, is about 40 minutes from the city. It's very popular to visit for locals exercising, but you will definitely need to look out for the tides on this one. In fact, you won't even see the walking path to the island until the water level gets lower. The perfect time to visit is coming into a low tide, and it's only 1 kilometre to get to this uninhabited island. Kids will also enjoy watching the crabs and other creatures revealed from the receding waters. If you don't want to do the hiking trail to the summit, you can still use Mount Cootha as one of the best and highest lookout points in Brisbane. This could be for sunrise, sunset, or just for views and see how big the city actually is. Conveniently, you can drive up to the top and there is a small cafe and ice cream shop for drinks and snacks, and a bathroom if you need it. Not only will you see the city buildings and surrounds, but on a clear day there is also the Sunshine and Gold Coast in the distance and the ocean waters. The walking paths along the river have been around for some time, but the Loris Bonny River Walk has recently been upgraded with wider paths and more stopping canopies and a new connecting bridge to Newstead Park. It follows Kingsford Smith Drive from Brett's Ferry Terminal to the Breakfast Creek Hotel. The entire walk has views of the river, but just so you know, it can get a little noisy with the major road traffic. Brisbane is full of hidden gems, and about 30 minutes from the city is the Enoggera Reservoir, which is just one of the brilliant swimming spots in Brisbane. Tucked away in a quiet corner, you'll find swimmers, kayakers, paddleboarders, and people just floating around on giant donuts, all enjoying the clear waters. And if you don't have your own equipment, don't worry, there's a hire van that rents kayaks and paddleboards by the hour. The beach area might be small, but it's perfect for a quick dip, and there are loads of hikes and bike trails to explore. Are you searching for that one Instagram-worthy photo that screams, "I was in Brisbane"? Well, look no further than the iconic Brisbane sign located by the waterfront. This stunning panoramic views of the city skyline in the background. It's no wonder this spot has become a must-visit free destination. What's even more fascinating is the story behind the sign. Initially installed in 2014 for the G20 summit, the sign was only meant to be temporary. However, due to its popularity and overwhelming love for the community, it was replaced with better materials and made a permanent fixture. Situated within the beautiful grounds of the Brisbane Botanic Gardens at Mount Cootha, the Sir Thomas Brisbane Planetarium offers a celestial experience that would ignite your fascination with the cosmos. There is a range of exhibits and shows that cater for both budding astronomers and the seasoned stargazers. While the Sky Dome shows and observatory will require a small charge, you can wander the facility for free and read up on the solar systems, see space artifacts, and interactive displays. Southbank has everything you could possibly want in terms of cultural entertainment, from delicious food to live music and exhilarating experiences. But for those looking to add some artistry to their day, the Art Gallery and Goma are perfect places to start. With free exhibitions, cinema experiences and tours, these galleries are a haven for art lovers looking to immerse themselves in creativity and beauty. They are suited for those who prefer classic or modern art, and check out the new events popping up. If you're living on the north side or even just visiting, you won't want to miss out on the popular Redcliffe Settlement Cove Lagoon, an alternative location to Streets Beach mentioned at Southbank before, but this one lies on the shores of Redcliffe in the Moreton Bay area. Children can splash around in the rocks in shallower areas while adults venture into the deeper waters. The lush turf provides ample space for relaxing and enjoying a picnic in the shade or firing up a barbecue for a family feast. Brisbane is a city that really values its farmers markets, with almost every suburb offering its own bustling market every weekend. But locals are sure to have a favourite, and where they always find the best produce, flowers, meat and artesian goods. The Southbank markets are held from Friday night to Sunday, with special events hosted as well. There's also the West End markets on Saturdays, and visitors will always find the Powerhouse markets an excellent spot for some Sunday morning browsing. The city markets held on Wednesday and Thursday in the city's heart are also well worth a visit for those who want to check out the local scene. Just like any grassed area, New Farm Park is a beloved treasure among the city's locals, and not difficult to understand why. As one of the most popular parks in Brisbane, this stunning location provides numerous opportunities to relax and unwind while taking in the riverside views. One can savour the tranquility of sitting on the grass by the riverbank, while others can observe the River City cruisers crossing the waters. With all of this and enjoying the refreshing river breeze. The JC Slaughter Falls track would have to be one of my favourite hiking trails at Mount Cootha. As a local, I've used it over 100 times to start off my morning and get my heart racing with the elevation. With its easy path, everyone from young to the young at heart can enjoy the journey. It begins at the JC Slaughter Falls picnic area and finishes at the stunning Mount Cootha Lookout. This walk is just over 2 kilometres and will take around 40 to 50 minutes one way. In the end, if you need help getting to any of these locations, I'll link a video here to help you understand the public transport network in Brisbane. Just so you know, the fares are only 50 cents per ride right now, so take advantage of it. Thanks a bunch for watching, guys, and I hope you secured plenty of free things to do while you're staying in Brisbane. See you next time.